Bryant. And behind the camera is the great Mace. You'll see some of his social media images, Entrepreneur in Training on my page. So John Hope Bryant, welcome to almost 2018. It's John Hope Bryant in Maui, 2017 in December. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the founder, chairman, CEO of Operation Hope, the largest financial services nonprofit financial inclusion organization in the country, built from scratch. Now is the largest in the country, 3 million clients. Also the CEO of Bryant Group Ventures, which is a private holding company, and the Promise Homes Company, which is the largest for-profit institutional quality owner, minority controlled owner of a single-family real estate network of single-family homes in the country. Why do I tell you this? So that you know that there's an authority behind what I'm saying, so you actually listen to me. Authored 4 books, 3 of which are bestsellers. The last one is The Memo. Go get your copy. I don't know, built 40 organizations. So it's not about, just bit my lip. It's not about, that's why you have big black lips. It's not about profiling, but everybody wants them. It's not about profiling, it's not about bragging. It's about, we live in a society where people have short attention spans, they're interested in celebrity, they want to get rich quick, whatever. I understand it, but certain things are real and certain things are not. So I lay out my credentials because I'm not sure how many videos. There's 45 million plus viewers of this series. Thank you all for doing it. 550,000 followers, growing at 10,000 almost a week. I'm really thankful that all that are supporting the series, but there are people who are just watching this for the first time going, he's not Kardashian, he's not Jay-Z, if he's not a basketball player or an entertainer, you may not know, you may not believe they have any credibility. It's really sad, by the way. So you may have a billionaire walk right past you. You don't have a clue. I was telling Mace that, sometimes I go to the Atlanta Hawk games with the owner of the Hawks, Tony Ressler, and he's sitting back on the 5th row, just chilling, ordering a hot dog like everybody else. His players that he pays all of them down in the 1st row, but he's the one writing the check for all these players. And nobody knows who he is, but he is the man writing checks. They're the one cashing checks. Nothing wrong with cashing checks. The society needs folks who cash checks. You just got to decide which one you want to be. So I like being that guy. I like being the owner. You got to decide as you're going to 2018, what is it you want to do? And if you decide that you want to be an owner, you got to have a right mentality, right? This is really about what success is not. This video today, up here in the mountains and near Haleakala, let's give them a view, by the way, based on these clouds, and just to be cool, give it some motion. So, look at how beautiful this is. So it's just gorgeous, right? So let me talk about, bring the camera, go up and down. I'm trying to show Mace how to do this thing. Go up
this
and
thing's cool.
Give it some motion. All right. So let me tell you what success is not. There's 5 things that are real mistake if you think they're successful, because you're going to be a failure. I'm going to give you a bonus one just to start out with. You may think that I tell you a lot of stuff, and you may wonder whether if you do all this stuff, it'll work for you. Okay, that's a fair question. If you read all of my books and you follow everything to a T, I cannot guarantee you that you'll be successful. Anybody who tells you they can guarantee you to be successful is lying to you. They're lying to you because they want something out of you. I don't know what it is, but they want something out of you. Let me tell you what I can guarantee you. I can't guarantee you if you're positive that you'll be successful. But I can guarantee you if you're negative, you will fail. Boom. I cannot guarantee you that if you're positive, I can guarantee you'll live longer. You'll have less heart disease and more joy in your life, and you'll smile and live a greater life. But I can't guarantee you're going to be worth $1 million or $5 million, or you'll grow up to be the success that you want to be materially. But I can guarantee you that you'll have inner joy. And here's what I know. It's from the book, The Memo. If you have inner capital, you'll never be poor. You might be broke, but you'll never be poor. If you don't have inner capital, all the money in the world will not save you. So that's the bonus. Okay, let me give you the 5 fallacies of success. Here's big time failure mentality. Number 1, I can get away being rude and it won't matter. So some people I've done some videos on Bitcoin here, and I've tried to frame this, couch this, and everywhere I can. Do what you want. If you want to invest in Bitcoin, knock yourself out. I didn't tell you not to do it. I said if you bet your rent money, then you're a fool. That's what I said, and I meant it, right? Because it's just common sense. People just went crazy. Go look at the comments. People just went nuts, calling me all kind of names. Look, if you don't think I'm looking at these names, if you don't think I'm going to your profile for a second when I'm sitting in the car, somebody's driving me to figure out who is making like 20 abusive comments on my page before I ban you, and if ever I walk up on you, or if ever you apply for a job with me, or if ever I hear that you're trying to do something, I'm going to run away from you like the plague, right? By the way, if anybody who does that is not a good investor. They're not, because they don't understand that your reputation is everything. Your reputation, your name, your image, your likeness, what you put on paper follows you everywhere. And what I know is whatever goes around comes around. So you put out bad karma's coming back to you. You put out negative, the negative is coming back to you. Whatever goes around comes around. So you cannot be negative for a living. You can't be black for a living, as much as I love being black. You cannot be white for a living. You cannot be Latino for a living. You cannot be ignorant for a living. You cannot be privileged or entitled for a living. And you can't be rude for a living. It does not work. Talk without being offensive. Listen without being defensive. And always leave even your adversary with their dignity. Because if you don't, they'll spend the rest of their life trying to make you miserable. So rule number one, your asset is you. It's you. It's not a company, it's not a thing, it's you. So you can disagree without being disagreeable. Don't put a comment on my page that's offensive, that's disrespectful, because I'm gonna pay attention to you more than anybody else, because I want to avoid you like the plague, and I will never invest in anything that you do. And anybody else watching those comments should run away from you like the plague, because there's no reason not to disagree without being disagreeable. So being rude is actually a liability, never an asset, and you get nothing positive out of it. So this is the fallacy number one, is that you can be rude and you can be obnoxious and you'll be successful. Well, you say, well, what about all the guys, the gangsters, well, they're dead. What about the people who sold drugs and, okay, well, they're in prison or they're dead? Well, what about the rap stars who, were nothing but negative? Well, they had, 3 hits and they're gone, right? Literally, it won't sustain. Nobody wants to do business with somebody who's got an attitude. Now, my man Mace is looking comments. I can't see the comments, but I'll respond after. Mace, if there's anything that's interesting, just stop me and I'll weigh in. Okay, point number 2. I want to make sure I don't normally do this, but I have my notes of these 5 points of my mind map, so that's a cool picture too. My mind map, so that I know what I'm telling you, so I organize my thoughts. You all should do mind maps, by the way, for your life. It really organizes my thoughts. Okay, number 2. You can build wealth getting rich quick. No, you can't. So what have I been telling you about Bitcoin? If you want to knock yourself out and invest in Bitcoin, can you get rich? Yes, you can, but you won't build wealth. There's a difference. Wealth starts in a mentality, not in a transaction. It's about relationships to capital, not a transaction of capital. So if you want to invest in Bitcoin, knock yourself out. You actually may make a lot of money, but I can give a homeless guy $1 million. He'll be broke in 6 months, right? Most people who win the lottery end up actually dead broke after it's over, because they never learned about a wealth mentality. People are like, oh, well, John Bryant's about the old way of making money. Huh? What are you talking about? There's no old way to make money. There's proven technologies, mental technologies of building wealth. There's a difference between making money, hello, can you understand what I'm saying? And building wealth. There's a difference between getting rich and being wealthy. The guy who bounces a basketball is rich. The guy that owns a basketball team, paying for the team with his petty cash, or her, is wealthy. You understand the difference? Okay, so can you get rich quick? Yes, but you can't build wealth quick. That just takes time. So Bitcoin, for all those people who want to do it, fantastic. Understand it's investor speculation. It's speculation. Is cryptocurrency going to be the future? Yes, it is. But do you think there are people who are in it at the ground level, and you think you're one of them? You read about it in the newspaper, and the new money is washing out the old. The one that have gotten in was when you bought it for $100. So there's a lot of things I missed out on, but you know what? I never missed out on anything that God wanted me to have. God never gave me anything. God never gave anybody else anything he wanted me to have. That's why I don't trip. God never gave Mason or Rachel, my chief of staff, or Anita, my president, or Tommy, who runs Brian Good Motorsports for me, or Henry Ford III, my friend in motorsports, Lance Triggs, who runs operations for me, Sir James, my assistant, my mother, Juanita. God never gave them anything that he wanted me to have. Why am I hating on them? Why am I upset with them? There's 7 billion people in the world. Everybody's got to make money and do things in different ways. Fantastic. I'm telling you about proven technologies that cannot lose. You're not going to lose in what I'm telling you. Real estate's not going away. Small business creation's not going away. Creating something yourself that you control and own is priceless and sustainable. Becoming financially literate is not going away. Investing in the stock market is a way to print money. Getting an education, getting an engineering degree, you'll never go broke. All right? Okay, so number 2, can you get rich? Yes, but that's not the way to build wealth. Number 3, I love this one. To rationalize, let's change the orientation a little bit, please. To rationalize is to tell, I'm trying to turn Mason to a cinematographer here part-time. To rationalize is to tell them, show them more personality. To rationalize is to tell rational lies. You get that? To rationalize is to tell rational lies. So when you're smart like you are, right? When you're smart like you are, and watching everybody who's watching this video, I give it to you, you're smart. You can convince yourself of anything. To rationalize is to tell rational lies. So if you want to convince yourself that I'm stupid and Bitcoin is your next big thing and you can't lose, then convince yourself. I'm telling you it's wrong, okay? You got to look at facts for what they are, immutable truths. Oh!
This thing is too gyroscope.
Okay, it's okay.
Come on, come back.
You're in control, Mason. You're in control.
Bring it back.
All right,
There we go.
so immutable truths. These truths are universal, right? And you know a truth when it hits you in your gut. Ladies, when you meet a guy, you meet a man, and you have an intuition about him. You're like, he ain't right. That didn't come from the universe. It came from your intuition, and God, you are terminals for a higher power. We're not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and energy matters. Ladies, is that right? You meet somebody, and you just know, gut feeling, good people or bad people. Give me some thumbs up if you agree on that.
We got a good comment on here.
What's that?
They said dwelling on the past isn't going to make you successful either.
Oh my God, yes. Quincy Jones, one of my mentors, says that we all need a moratorium on childhood trauma. Okay? So the past this is from the book The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle. The past is a memory and literally it doesn't exist anymore. The future tomorrow's the future and literally hasn't happened. Check this out. Most people have 1 foot in yesterday and 1 foot in tomorrow. I can't be happy because I was molested. I can't be happy because I got a divorce. I can't be happy because I lost a family member. I can't be happy because I lost my job. I can't be happy because I got a divorce. I can't be happy somebody broke my heart. Check this out. I will be happy when I get married. I will be happy when I move to Maui. I will be happy when I find my new love. I will be happy when I find a new job. I will be happy when my boss quits. No, no. Because yesterday's a memory and tomorrow's a promise. All you have is this moment. That's why they call the present a gift. Am I going too fast for them, Mason? Or they got it?
They got it.
That's why they call the present a gift. Be present. You want to create time in your life? Create more opportunity? Be present. Don't spend your time worrying about something you can't deal with, the past, or worrying about something that hasn't happened, crossing bridges ahead of time, tomorrow. Be present in your life, whole and complete, and own it. In fact, rainbows only follow storms. So energy matters, so moment of it, right? But then get yourself ready for 2018. That's right, just change the orientation. All right, now, you guys see this is unscripted, right? I got a
Good comment.
Was it?
You choose happiness or failure.
Yes. Well, so let me give you, just go on some more of that. So happiness happens to you. So you can be happy and joyful. Somebody says, oh, you're cute, girls, or you're handsome, guys. That may make you happy. But somebody says that you're ugly or you're miserable. That may make you sad. So you can be happy and joyful. You can be unhappy and joyful. But once you understand what joy is, you'll never be unjoyful. Boom. All right, we're almost through this. And look, the fog's rolling in. Let's show them this, Mace. This is pretty cool. We're up at about 5,000 feet here in Maui. The fog's rolling in, so we're above the cloud line. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, so now let's we only have 2 or 3 more to go. This is a Bill Clinton quote that I'm just repeating. I'd love to have it in my quote. I'm not this smart. This is really smart. It's hard to get somebody to agree to the truth when the lie is paying their paycheck. Boom. Let's walk over here. It's hard to get somebody to agree to the truth when the lie is paying their paycheck. So if somebody's invested heavily in Bitcoin and promoting Bitcoin, they're going to get upset with my comments of telling people to be prudent about investing in Bitcoin because I'm messing with their paycheck. Unless they're just believing in what they're doing, in which case it don't matter what I say, and they want people to be prudent, right? I don't mind other people investing in real estate. I don't mind you buying a piece of property right next to me, right? I don't care if you don't buy the property because real estate is a solid investment. Somebody else is going to buy the property because they aren't building any more land. They aren't growing any more land. I'm not hating on you because you have a different opinion than me. It's okay if you don't like me. I like me. Okay? It's okay if you don't love me. I love me. All right? Charity starts at home. Stop letting other people define who you are, and stop rationalizing and by telling rational lies, and watch how you live your life. It may be the only Bible anybody else reads. I'm going to repeat this rule number 3. It's a fallacy of success. It's hard to get somebody to agree to the truth, and the lie is paying your paycheck. So if somebody else is getting paid in the stock market, or getting paid on Bitcoin, or getting paid being a promoter of some get-rich-quick scheme, or getting paid, whatever the thing is, you can't rely on them to give you their truth. They're going to give you their truth because their truth is funding their lifestyle, which means they could care less about you. You're not a relationship, you're a transaction. Get that? Did you get that? All right. Here's the last
Got a
couple.
question here, John.
Yeah, okay.
From Brian J. Gillis. They said, wait, John, explain the difference between happy and I can't see the rest of it.
Happy and joy?
I guess so.
He wants me to repeat that. Okay. To be happy is to have an external experience. This is the difference between self-esteem and confidence. So here's the most dangerous person in the world. The most dangerous person in the world is a person with no hope. Hands down, the most dangerous. Second most dangerous. And I want you to think about somebody when I say this. High confidence, low self-esteem, lots of power, insecure. High confidence, which is external, not internal. Low self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. So self-esteem is how I feel about myself. Confidence is a knowledge I have or something that allows me to feel confident about my abilities. But you have high confidence, low self-esteem, a lot of power, and you're insecure, you're very dangerous. We have people like that in office. I won't name names. So let me now go to the spiritual part of this. If somebody says, I love you, or you're pretty, ladies, you might be happy. Brothers, fellas, you're dressed to the nines, you go to the club. The girl say, oh, you're so handsome. You might be happy. But that's portable and it's not sustainable. Because the minute somebody else comes out and said you're ugly, or you don't look good, or you're not handsome, all of a sudden your self-esteem goes through the floor because your view of yourself is dependent upon somebody else. I'm gonna get a t-shirt for 2018. It says, if I don't like me, I'm not gonna like you. If I don't feel good about me, I'm not gonna feel good about you. If I don't like me, I'm not gonna like you. If I don't love me, I don't have a clue how to love you. And here's the big one. If I don't have a purpose in my life, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. So happiness is the outside on. Joy is the inside out. So I can be happy and and joyful. I can be unhappy and joyful. Follow me? But once I know what joy is, I'll never be unjoyful. So I can be unhappy for a moment and do a bad thing, but not be a bad person. See the difference? I can make a mistake and not be a mistake. I can screw up and not be a screw up. See what I'm saying? A saint is a sinner that got up. All right,
somebody said, make that shirt and please sell it.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on my page. I'll put it in the shop. 2018, the shop's gonna blow up on this page. So just check it out. There's gonna be a lot of cool shirts. Okay. By the way, this is a group of young entrepreneurs in Miami. I wear their shirts. Entrepreneur. Been rocking their shirts. 2 19-year-old entrepreneurs out of Miami. I love what they're doing. This is the name of their company. Okay. Here's another fallacy. This is the last one for the day. Education no longer matters. Oh, I cannot tell you how stupid this is. My whole office is filled with books. I've got books loaded up on this Mac. Mason will tell you I've been reading every chance I get. between having fun, whatever, I stop and I read something. Read the newspaper every day. Read the New York Times. Read The Economist. Read the Wall Street Journal. Don't just go and read blogs on celebrities. Don't just go and, I mean, reading has gotten down to, Twitter messages, and then we find an article, we don't even read the whole thing. If you want to hide your money in your house, easy, put it in a book. Because thieves don't read, okay? You will never lose your money putting your money in a book. And that's really sad to say, but education is the ultimate poverty eradication tool. When you know better, you do better. There's nothing more ignorant than somebody coming on my page, giving me a lecture about investment, about old school investment, new school investment. Yes, cryptocurrency will be around for the end of time, and it's going to become legitimate. But the first people who invested in currencies in America, which were currencies for companies, currencies for states and cities, this was back in the 1800s, they all went broke. Because U.S. currency took a while to evolve, but that was the cryptocurrency of that day. So there are 1,000 cryptocurrencies. I hope you pick the right one with Bitcoin. I hope it's wealthy. You get wealthy and rich and all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying it's a risk. I'm saying it's speculation. Internet's been around. It's going to be around. But was there an internet bubble explosion? You bet there was. Everybody lost their shirts. But running up to that, it was like even I had thought about rechanging my name to operashow.org. I mean, that like the name, because it was like everybody was just throwing that on their walls. Remember that? Remember the internet craze? Mason's too young for that. But I mean, you get the gist. So there is no get-rich-quick scheme. There is no easy route. Only in the dictionary does the word success come before the word work, because it's alphabetical. You got to hustle. You got to work your ass off. That's the bottom line. So even Einstein said, I put this quote on my page, Einstein said, it's not that I'm smarter than other people. I just stick with problems longer. That's it. So all I'm telling you is stick with problems longer. I'm just telling you to hustle. I'm telling you to work hard. I'm telling you to put in the hours. I'm telling you the book The Outlier says that if you put 10,000 hours in, which is 20 hours a week for 10 years, in anything, you'll be the best in that category. The best engineer, the best basketball player, the best businessman, the best ice cream maker, whatever it is that you love, best seamstress, best nail technician, whatever it is you love. What did Dr. King say? If you're going to be a trash collector, be the best trash collector the world's ever seen. Just don't go out like a punk. Don't go get half pregnant. Don't have a baby and say you're a baby daddy or a baby mama. You're a mother or you're a father. Stop trying to find excuses, stop trying to find shortcuts, and live your life whole and complete, and you got to put in the time. Read books. Stop. Read full articles. Understand yourself. Unpack yourself so you can repack yourself with wealth in mind.
Got a bunch of comments saying JHB for president in 2020.
I'm not doing that. Is that Sergio?
Yeah.
Sergio, I love you. I'm not doing that, but thank you very much, brother. All right, this is Maui. I want to thank Mason for being my cameraman today. You'll see his images on some of my social media. My nephew, love you guys. He's a future builder. So are you. You can do anything that you want to do, but you got to get the negative and the crap out of your life. Nothing good comes easy. There is no get-rich-quick scheme. There is no shortcut to success. There's only hustle. I'm out. Drop the mic. Love you.